Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Daily Crypto Plan. I'm Paul J from Crypto Traders Arena. Let's start as usual. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. Usually today is not, we don't have too many things to do, but we have news today, so that could move the market. Someone in the chat, please tell me if we have sound and if you see the image. Morning, Menace. Hey, Machiavelli. Hey, Yolo. Hey, Mircea. Hey, Timmy. Hey, everyone. Okay, so starting with Bitcoin, higher time frame as usual, daily chart. As I said yesterday, we accepted, we are staying below 69, support and resistance level. We tried yesterday to push above, we rejected, and for the moment I think we'll go sideways and down. We'll know better if we'll create a daily W. Yep. Yesterday I said about this level to create a W. But now, looking at the chart, well, we can create a smaller W, and that will be something nice. So let's watch this one. For example, we take this low, this high, this low, this high. Let's say that somewhere in here we'll make another low without breaking the previous one, and then we'll do something like this. That's a breakout of this level, and that will create a W, and if we have a W we can think something like this. Basic, yeah? But for the moment we don't have the price action here above 70k. We can form a nice W, that could be something. OBV for the moment is just following the price action. RSI the same, MACD, RSI, OBV, everything is looking similar, just respecting the price action. Probably on lower time frame we'll find something, but on daily we don't have anything. When I don't see divergence, I'm thinking range, I'm thinking sideways. But scenarios, you know, candle body lows, that will trigger a long from my part if I'll see something nice here at 64. If we'll confirm the W, then okay, I'll try to think long. If we'll accept above this and close this gap and stay above, then again, being bearish here, even if we accept and we stay below 69, is not the best thinking. Why? You don't have the risk to reward. As an intraday trader, as a day trader, yes, but higher time frame doesn't make sense to be short here, to start hunting short ideas here. You need a bounce, a clear bounce, and the best bounce will be this one. So if you see the market, maybe in the news, or maybe who the fuck knows what will happen, will pump here, okay, then at that moment you have location, you have something to even think about short ideas. But because we are on CME chart, you can see one gap here, another gap here, another gap here. So we have 3 gaps in this area, and these gaps usually want to get filled. I don't think it's good for our portfolio to think really aggressively, well, short 67, well, short going down. No, it's forming kind of a symmetrical triangle, it's consolidating. If we'll go a bit lower, okay, but probably even if we'll go below 62, 64, that will be a trap, in my humble opinion. So if we'll go down now, that will be a trap. That will be something to really hunt long ideas on. Just looking at the chart, well, we accepted below 69. We should stay for a bit here and try to consolidate this move. Simple as that. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the classic one. Well, I don't see any difference. Ethereum on daily. Like I said yesterday, if you remember, I said Ethereum is fighting 2000. Well, look at it. It's exactly at $2,000. Let's wait and see what will happen. I don't recommend you to be aggressive here or to even trade $2,000 on lower time frame. If you are not a sharp scalper like Stefan, like other experienced gladiators, stay out. Why? Well, $2,000 will behave like a support and resistance, and the market will go up, will go down, will go up, will go down. And will stop you out, doesn't matter what your direction is. If you know how to play the SFU levels, if you know how to play the setups for a specific small range, okay, then you have a chance to make some money. But if you are intermediate, if you are a beginner and you're just starting to trade, this will destroy your portfolio. And I see some people even on VIP saying, well, hit the stop loss again, hit the stop loss again. That's because you are not playing the SFUs and you are front running your own setups and you are not listening what we are saying here, probably. The best way to know is to take the trades you did in the last 2 weeks and see if you did something wrong or not. Just maybe. How many of them are SFU setups? So let's see that in the last 2 weeks you lost money. You have a losing streak, how people say. Well, okay. Take the trades from the last month and look at them. All of them. You should have a journal, of course. Yeah, a log. And look at them. How many SFUs I played? How many shark setups I played? Well, actually, most of my setups were in the middle of nowhere and I fucked around and I didn't pay attention and I didn't do the right thing. The first step is to take a break. The second step, when you come back, don't play the same setups. Improve. Anyway, ugly level for Ethereum. If we are looking at Bitcoin and if you are looking at Ethereum, seems like Ethereum is outperforming for the moment. It's stronger. Okay. Let's take a look at dominance. We are in the same place like a couple of days ago. Looks like we'll aim out, but you know, it's a range. We can bounce from here and then we'll say, well, we'll make a double. I want a clear breakdown, a retest. I want to see some weakness in this chart. For the moment, it's still fighting 60%, to be honest. And again, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, as I was saying earlier, well, it's outperforming a little bit last 2 days. It looks like Ethereum is a bit stronger, but do we have a double? No. Do we have a clear setup? No. We have some potential bullish divergence, but it's nice to have. It's OBV, it's strong. We have it on RSI also. We have it on MACD also. So yeah, we have some indicator signs that the market, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, is not as weak as we expect. So don't expect that Ethereum to underperform Bitcoin. If Bitcoin will drop like a hammer, probably Ethereum will follow, but maybe will follow a little bit less. Just to my 2 cents about it. Total market cap, we are in the same place. Total tree, similar, fighting 500 billion. ES, on the other hand here, we dumped and we pumped. We didn't create a bigger EM here, but yesterday we had a little bit of up and down. Yeah, we had our share of movement, and even a nice SFU here. I'll show you on a lower time frame. What we can expect here, range. We can expect to test the highs. We can expect to test the lows. It's not the best location on higher time frame to play around. For the moment, looks like we retested this big candle, green one. Now looks like we'll retest this one. So we can push a bit higher before we'll have to reassess. So this is a fair value gap. This was a fair value gap. I'm assuming range here. I don't know more than that. Gold, nothing special. Silver, well, still a valid thinking here. So if you see W's in this shoulder, could be a long entry, a really nice one. I'm following this one to see if will be a head and shoulder or not. So shoulder, head, shoulder, lower time frame W's, and you have a asymmetric risk to reward, which is in our favor. Okay. Copper, disappointing for the moment. Gold versus silver, well, I'm patiently waiting for the market to come back down here, and then I'll reassess, closing this fair value gap, and then if we'll make W's, if I'll see strength, I'll probably close the long trade I have on silver. Okay, oil is aiming out here, but I don't think like everyone else, well, we'll go down. No, range and higher. I think on higher time frame, daily, weekly, um, oil should go higher. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not trading traditional market, so don't put too much weight on what I'm saying about it. DXY, well, support resistance, I said multiple times. Yeah, it's a range. Everyone is expecting really big things, but actually DXY is just ranging. Okay, now that's the overview calendar. We have news today exactly at the New York session opening, not at the stock market opening. Yeah. Half an hour before we'll start the New York live, we have news. And at the end of the day, close to the end of the New York session, we have FOMC minutes. Let's see what will happen. Slow and steady. My humble opinion is to respect the opening today, stay out, and again try to close the trades before the FOMC minutes. And stay out and wait for market to, I don't know, give you a direction. Okay, lower time frame. Starting with Bitcoin. We SFU'd the Monday low when we reclaimed and we SFU'd again. Well, we tested that level again. Was a lower time frame fib pong here. So we dumped, we SFU'd, we pumped, and then we get back in the long reload zone. And now we are pumping. We'll create a W and we'll push all the way up to the Monday high. Possible. Do I have a setup here? Well, not quite. Here I didn't have the opportunity to. I was overnight, and here I didn't have a proper W. It was ugly when I was trading and trying to frame the market. So no setup for me. I'm patiently waiting. I saw people taking setups and making money. That's good for them. If you really want to trade and you are a good day trader, you can make money in this range. It's big enough. It's good enough. I want to select my trades to be the best ones. Otherwise, I don't want to risk my money. That's my decision. There are money to be made in this range, this Monday range? Yes. So, don't try to attack or to open trades here. This is for take profit. Monday, middle of the range. In the SFU of the Monday high, you can play a short. If fully SFU again, it's possible to SFU again. This level 66,500, you can go and play a long setup there. So classic setups, nothing fancy. Ethereum on 1 hour, like I said yesterday. Is this scenario possible? Yeah. I was hoping for an SFU of the Monday low, but no. They left some liquidity here, people, if you can see. 1, 2, 3 points. They left some liquidity here. They are taking care of the liquidity here for the moment. Seems like wants to go higher. You can see 2010. We increased $10 in 10 minutes. So we'll probably take the highs and then we'll see what is next. If we'll push even higher and we'll create an YAM on 15 1 hour, you can see what I'm expecting here. Also, if you are a scalper, you can play the classic SFU. Yeah, that 5-minute time frame. You go see the breakout, you see the reclaim back below, and you take the trade. Most of VIP people know how to trade that. Gladiators know how to play the SFU. Beginners, stay out. It's not for you. Okay. It's Wednesday. I'm not expecting, well, the market will go in a really strong trend and will do this. No. Market is ranging, and I'm expecting to play some SFUs or classic setups. So SFU of the Monday high or a short here in this area. If the market will dump, I'll try to play long setups at the lows. Basic. I don't want to do anything else. Aster, it's in the same place like a couple of days ago. It's staying here. It's trying to form something, but hype. I explained you multiple times. Let's put 4-hour chart. Nothing I can do here. I need a clear setup, but the location is not good enough. I want a dump and then to create a W. Solana, I think is forming a range, is going sideways. It's lazy, it's hard to trade. Not hard to trade. It's not offering us enough volatility. This is my 2 cents. ES. Well, on ES, we have the Monday range. We discussed yesterday in the live stream about the SFU of the Monday low, if you remember. And I said, well, that could be a nice setup. Was hard to trade something like that there, because if I put 1 hour, look at it. We have 1, 2, 3 candles that SFU that level. And if I put 5-minute chart, how we play the SFUs, look at it. Was kind of a 3 drive here, no? 1 low, 2nd low, 3rd low, and then straight up. No W. So wasn't easy to trade. Looks like was easy if you stay on higher time frame, but if you go and pinpoint 5 minutes time frame, you see it's not easy to trade. Yeah. Well, even on 1 minute, yes, but how many people can trade 1 minute, Stefan? You and me, and couple of gladiators, and that's it. And even here, you had this W, you took this trade, because it was exactly what you expected from the Monday low. Fake out, you didn't get 1-to-1, dumped, so you took a loss here, and then you took the next W. And the next W gives you a 3R or something like that. Yeah? So, still, even on 1 minute, if you are sharp enough to trade 1 minute, it still wasn't easy to trade. Yeah, when you look at 1 hour, you say, well, pretty simple. How? It's not simple, it's simple. SFU of this level, yeah, if you play the classic one. If you play 2-to-1 with the take profit in the middle of the range, the classic SFU I showed you a long time ago, then yeah, that's doable. Let's put that one, okay? So your entry should be here, your take profit should be here, and your stop loss should be at 2-to-1. Yeah, let's see. There you go. Yeah. That was the case if you played that one. If you tried on 5-minute chart and lower to play the reclaim, meh, not so much. What we can do now? Okay, that was yesterday. Now, SFU of the Monday high. If you get an SFU here, you can play it. If you don't get an SFU or the SFU will fail, you can see the scenario here. Pushing higher, aiming out, and coming back down in the middle of the Monday range. I'm not the guy to, I don't know, pay too much attention on traditional market. But I know the same setups I'm using on crypto are working on traditional market also. I was trading in the past traditional market, so I think I don't know, I could have an opinion about the ES, gold, silver, but I'm not trading it. Okay, so SFU here or higher with an M. Gold, if you remember, I said on 4-hour chart we had this AB equals CD. Well, the AB equals CD is still there, but it's 4-hour time frame, people. It's not a scalp. For scalpers, well, you had an SFU of this level, which was confirming an M, which means you should stay the fuck out on lower time frame. On 4-hour chart, okay, you have that AB equals CD to the downside. Simple as that. Okay. We are teaching AB equals CD setup in couple 1. Asking me on free chat about AB equals CD and spend 1 hour to explain you the setup properly. No, thank you. It's too much effort for a setup. I show you the setup. You have the setup in the setup in the channel. If you are a trader and you are smart enough, you'll go there, you'll see the rules, and then you'll backtest, paper trade, do whatever you want until you own that setup. I think it's more than enough for free for everyone. If you are good enough when you see the rules, I'm explaining how I framing. You saw me framing the setup yesterday. Who is paying attention and smart enough will get the setup. Spoon feeding, babysitting, not quite. I am not a fan of it. Silver. You can see I have this level here. If the market is doubling out in this area without accepting below this level, my thinking of shoulder, head, shoulder is still valid. The moment we lose this level here, then no. So for the moment, kind of a W on 1 hour chart. You want to be aggressive? Well, be my guest. Look at it. Could be. At the retest, you can take something. Let's see indicators. Not bad. Not looking bad. At least not RSI. OBV is just following the price action. So something like this, if you really want to trade, but be extra careful. Silver is dangerous. And silver is not for beginners. So yeah, the risk reward is there indeed. If you take something like this, the risk reward is there. Because the target of this head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder, is all the way up here. Well, you'll take a trade that has a potential risk to reward of 10. I think you can. It's up to you. So don't chase, wait for a retest here, put your limit order here, OCO limit order. In the order you have the entry, the stop loss, and take profit. Okay. So that's my thinking about the market today. I'll focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I see Ethereum a bit stronger. Okay, I like that. It's SFUing even now. Until we'll see the SFU, or maybe it will happen in the live stream and we can play on 5-minute chart. What I'm expecting, SFU and reclaim back below. I don't like the fact that for this SFU, what I don't like the strong consolidation here. So consolidating so nicely means usually that will push higher, but who the fuck knows. Getting back at losing streak and winning streak and having bad luck, no such thing as bad luck. Okay, we are working with probabilities. If you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 trades in a row are hitting the stop loss, usually 95% of the time, it's you have the fault is the guy that's sitting between the chair and the keyboard. Yeah, that's the guilty part. Yeah, when you suspect, well, I have a losing streak. No. Exactly, it's the guy that is looking at the screen. Yeah, sits on the chair. You guess who it is. So you have to take the setups and analyze what you did, and to do a proper analysis and a proper review, you need some experience and some time. Yeah, because you'll say, well, Paul, do analysis for me. Well, that will take me some time to take the levels, to take why the fuck you took the setup at that moment. Go do the replay, see what you did good, what you did wrong. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Alex. A lot of people don't admit that is their fault. Everyone is guilty. The market, the people from the community, Stefan, Paul, everyone is guilty, but not you. And if you have that mentality, probably at some point in time you'll leave, you'll give up. So try to change that. 95% of the time, let's not say 99. Okay? It's your fucking fault that you have more than 5 or 6 losing trades. It's possible to have 10 without being your fault? Yes. Possible. Not probable, but possible. But usually, it's your fault. Either you're not playing the range, you didn't read the market correctly, the market state. either you are front running your own setups. You took 1, 2 trades and now you are trying to recover the money you lost because you didn't use the proper risk management at the beginning. Yeah. If you are using more than 1% risk per trade, of course, after 3 fucking losses and you risk 5% per trade, you have 15% loss. And okay, I get it that you want to recover that because it's a lot of money, but that's your fault. You don't see me here recommending more than 1% risk per trade. So if I have 10 stop losses in a row, my losses overall should be less than 10%. Not 10%, less than 10%, slightly less. Why? Every time I'm losing, yeah, my portfolio is slowly decreasing, getting smaller. My next 1% will be slightly smaller than the previous one and slightly smaller than previous one. So after 10 stop losses in a row, I'll be underwater less than 10%. I don't think the world will end about 10%. Even if you have a 10% streak, 10 trade streak. The problem comes when you are risking 5, 6, even 2% is a lot of money because then you have 20%. Okay? So the mistakes are starting from the risk management part. You don't risk you don't use the proper risk management. You get 2 or 3 trades, which is normal. And then because you lost a lot of money, you are getting in the revenge mode and you are hunting setups everywhere and you are risking slightly more to recover. And that puts you in a even worse position. And 3 losing streak will become 5 and 6 and 10. And at 10 stop losses in a row with 5% per trade, you'll be 50% underwater. That's bad, indeed. But in the same time, that's entirely your fault. If you don't see that, well, that means you are not reading. Well, seems like we stopped streaming or something happened. You can still see me, people? You can still hear me? Yeah, I saw an error on YouTube. Said to connect encoder. Anyway, so if you have a bad luck or losing streak, start to find the mistake, you know where, yeah, in front of the screen. Yeah, that is the piece that is broken, usually bad, yeah, the one from the keyboard, between keyboard and the chair. How you can manage yourself? Well, first try to risk the proper amount, 1%, and necessarily you have to have a trading log. Well, I have 10 trades in a row. Okay, I logged all the trades. Yes. Well, okay, then let's look back and let's see what happened. And let's put everything together and let's see what mistakes I did. And if I know what mistakes I did, that losing streak is actually a win because I learned something from it. I draw a conclusion and I could improve next time. But if you don't have the journal, yeah, you didn't put the trades in the log, okay. Then you didn't risk 1%, you risk 2, 5% again. The market is in a range and you are assuming something else again. And then you complain that you have 50% from your portfolio in less than 2 weeks. To be honest, it's impossible for me to help you because you are not respecting what we discuss here. You are not respecting the theme of this community. Treat market like a business. And the market will treat you like a king, but you have to do your fucking part. You cannot go and risk 5% and not keep statistics and don't log the trades and pretend to be a professional trader. No, you are just a gambler, but you're fucking around with money. And the result, sooner or later, will become obvious. And then you'll become one of the 90. That if you ask me what's about crypto, what is crypto about, they'll say, well, it's a scam. You cannot trade. But how about trading in general? No. Manipulated. You cannot make money in trading. Then you'll live the rest of your life with that opinion. Simple as that. I know it's hard to admit that it's up to you, but it's actually up to you. It's boring and hard, but it's doable. I don't want to be easy. I want to be doable. Why I don't want to be easy? If it will be easy, everyone will do it. And I'll not make enough money. If it's impossible, I cannot do it. So I'll not make any money. If it's doable, then it's hard enough. So we'll discourage most of the people, but doable in the sense that I'll succeed. If I'm consistent and I'll try, I'll succeed at some point in time. Sweet spot. People, it's up to you, it's not up to me. I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever the fuck you want with your money. I'm a guy blabbing away in a live stream on YouTube. I'm managing my money. I'm telling you my 2 cents about what I see in the market. I never said go and buy, for example, Ethereum with $1,000 or 10,000 or 100K now because I know the market will go up. No. Always I'm telling you to try to be responsible because that's the key to become successful. Be fucking responsible. It's up to you. Okay, I said I'll make this live stream shorter, but actually I ended up with a rant and it's still 32 minutes in. Okay, you want to play this SFU? Okay, play it 0.5. I'll play this one with 0.5. Why? I see the consolidation pretty strong. If I'll go on 1 hour, you can see this price action here looks like a W. So I'll take it with 0.5. But seeing that Bitcoin, Ethereum is stronger than Bitcoin, seeing that this looks like a consolidation and this will be a breakout, fake out, I don't know, doesn't give me too much confidence for a short, to be honest. If we'll SFU this level here at 2118, this one at 2151, well, that's a different story there. I could be a bit more aggressive. But here, no. Okay. I'm hoping that, I don't know, I give you some levels. I told you that you are guilty for your losses. Hopefully you'll admit that next time. Let's call it a live stream. See you if you are VIP in the London session. And premium members, they have access lately. New York session, or if not, tomorrow with the same daily crypto plan. Take care, protect your capital, and then try to make money. See you next time, people.